off, you're gonna need safety glasses, tape measure, a wooden block to put everything on, 5mm steel rod, electrical wire, lamp wire, electrical tape, an outlet lid, a switch, a Dremel to cut the steel, washers, alligator clips, screws, a drill, crimpers, wire stripper, a neon sign transformer. This one is 6,000 volts and 30 milliamps, so be careful. Hi, this is my dad. He's going to be dremeling.
So we have a steel rod. We're going to cut it in half. We have to measure, see how long it is. 36 inches, so we're going to cut it at 18 inches. This is one of the easy attach Dremel 1.5 inch bits, easy lock cutting. Wear safety goggles, be careful. You should have the spark flying away from you. There we are. Alright, so we have to make the actual metal part of the Jacob's ladder. We have to make sure that they're the same height. So I'm just going to use electrical tape to mark it. Alright, so this is how long the actual part's going to be. And then I'm going to start bending it at that point. So this is the tougher part. It is tough to bend these. And we're going to take this and we're going to bend it at this point. Let's see how that looks. Try that. It's probably not enough. Let's put it a little bit more. Here we go. We'll do the same with this one. This is the first bend. Unfortunately, we need quite a few. Let's make sure they're about the same. Alright, so now the first bend is about equal. So then what we'll do here is we're going to bend this again to make it flat. We'll mark this again so they're the same. There we go. So now we've got the first one done. So as you can see, we'll screw that in here. We're going to have to adjust the bend a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. And then we'll be right back. Alright, so I got the second one done. This is probably the hardest part. So now we are ready to use screws and washers to screw it into the wood that we're going to be putting the whole project on. And then we can make minor adjustments to the bend because it's not perfectly lined up quite yet, but we'll make it better. Alright. Now you want to screw this into a wood platform, something that does not conduct electricity. Make sure we don't screw through it. Get in trouble with Mom. Alright, now we're going to make some minor adjustments here. Bend them slowly so they don't, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to wire part of the switch to the transformer. Now you could direct wire this, just choosing to switch it, so we can turn it on and off. Alright, so the lamp cable that we got at Home Depot didn't work, but I found an old lamp. We're going to use that cable instead. So we got a plug on it. Okay, I'm just putting in a piece of electrical tape to cover up the screws at the bottom, just for extra precaution. We had tested this, and it works. It's For a 6,000 volt, it doesn't quite work as well as we were hoping, but you know what, it's still a neat, fun project. If you can get yourselves a 10 or 12,000 volt, that's going to produce a little bit more of a neat show for you. All right, so I decided to move the outlet a little further away, so I do have to use some new wire. Boom. So you got the outer covering off. Then we got our black. Strip this. Now we're attaching this to the transformer. Make sure that's nice and snug. I'm going to run this into the box. Strip it. We already have the one outlet plug already in with the black. So we're going to do the same thing here. Tighten it. And then we're going to have to change out the white as well. Tighten this one up. There we go. Put this into here. Cut it here. Make sure they're both good, nice and tight, just to keep it extra safe. Just like that. And then I like to just wrap the outlet. And then I'll put electrical tape, just for the same reason. And make sure you don't go over these screws. So you're going to use those screws to screw that into place. So with this, you're going to want to tuck, if you're using a low profile like we are, you want to tuck it in on the side. There we go. There we go. Now we've got the on-off switch. Everything's wired inside. We've got a cover plate I'll go grab and put on. Alright, so now we put our cover on. Screw it on. You can use just a regular flip switch if you want. I just like the look of these square ones. The funny thing is that we're protecting the outlet so well while we have wide open electrical everywhere else. Yeah, it looks nice though. Alright, so now we've got it wired up. Then we can get this a little closer. The challenge is with the 6,000 volt is that it is getting stuck at the bottom a lot. There we go. Now you have a Jacob's ladder. Good job, Caleb. So what did we just make?
A Jacob's ladder.
A Jacob's ladder. All right, so I just want to demonstrate, even though we have a switch that's turning it on and off, even when it's off, this is like one of these wireless electrical, there's still electricity everywhere, it's just not connecting the loop until we flip the switch. Here we go. So even when this switch is off, do not touch anything. This is just simply in case the electricity gets stuck and you need to turn it off and turn it back on. This switch can do it because sometimes you need that. You definitely don't want to touch anything until you unplug it. Now you see the electricity, it's gone. So please, I can't stress this enough, do not touch anything, even when the switch is turned off.